bat. On the riverbank, Kiara pressed closer to Kovu. "Whatever happens, I'm not afraid," she said softly. "As long as we stand together." He looked at her with a mixture of love and worry. "I'll protect you, Kiara, always." She smirked. "I don't need protecting." "Maybe not," he said with a laugh, "but I want to." The night grew darker, stars blinking awake in the sky. Fireflies danced above them, glowing like tiny lanterns. Kiara lifted her head to watch them. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "Not as beautiful as you," Kovu said without thinking. Kiara's cheeks warmed. "Smooth talker," she giggled. Kovu shrugged playfully. "Only for you." They lay together under the stars, sharing stories about their childhoods. Kiara telling him about Timon and Pumbaa's silly games, and Kovu telling her about growing up in the harsh outlands. Kiara frowned. "You never deserved that life. And yet, it brought me to you," Kovu said gently. She smiled, feeling her heart flutter. The soft night wrapped around them like a blanket, but far across the plains, Zira paced furiously. "So Kovu has betrayed us," she snarled as the outsider lionesses bowed their heads. "He meets with Simba's daughter in secret. I raised him for greatness, not softness." Nuka sneered from the shadows. "I always knew he'd fail." Zira snapped her teeth. "Silence. My son is destined to take the throne. Kiara is just a distraction." Her voice lowered into a dangerous whisper, "But if their friendship grows, it could unite the prides." She spat the idea like poison. "We cannot allow that." Meanwhile, on Pride Rock, Simba grew restless. Kiara was late again. He muttered Nala, placed a gentle paw on his cheese. "Growing up, Simba. You have to trust her." Simba sighed. "I just want her safe." A guard lion approached. "Your Majesty, some animals are whispering that Kiara was seen near the border." Simba stiffened. "Near the outlands," the guard nodded. Simba's heart sank. "Kiara, what are you doing?" Back in the tall grass, Kovu noticed Kiara staring at him thoughtfully. "What are you thinking about?" She smiled softly. "Just how strange it is that we met. You from the outlands, me from the Pride Lands. And yet, somehow, we found each other." Kovu touched his forehead to hers. "Maybe this was meant to happen." Kiara closed her eyes. "I hope so." A distant rumble of thunder echoed across the plains, though the sky was still clear. Kovu frowned. "We should head back before the night gets too dark." Kiara nodded reluctantly. "I know." They stood up slowly, brushing against each other. Neither wanted to say goodbye. Kovu whispered, "Tomorrow," Kiara smiled. Tomorrow they began to part, but Kovu turned back one last time. "Kiara, no matter what happens, remember this, my heart is yours." Kiara felt warmth spread through her chest. "And mine is yours," she replied. As they disappeared into the grass in opposite directions, neither of them saw the shadows trailing behind them. Outsiders watching Kovu, Pridelanders watching Kiara. Their secret sanctuary was no longer a secret. The whispering had grown into suspicion, and danger was already creeping closer. But Kiara and Kovu, filled with the glow of new love, had no idea that the peace they cherished was about to shatter. For tonight, in the tall grass, their hearts beat as one, blissfully unaware of the storm gathering around them, ready to test a love that could either save the Pride Lands or tear them apart. "Thank you so much." The sun dipped low over the savannah, casting long golden shadows across the tall grass. Kiara padded quietly through the field, her heart beating faster with every step. She knew he would be there. She always knew. A gentle breeze rustled the grass, and then a familiar voice whispered, "Kiara, over here." Kovu stepped out from between the stalks, his green eyes warm and soft. Kiara smiled with relief. "You made it," she said. "I wouldn't miss this for anything," he replied. Their noses brushed gently as they leaned together, a feeling of calm washing over them. For days now, these tall grass fields had become their hidden sanctuary far from the eyes of both prides. Kiara lay beside him, watching the sky shift from gold to pink. "I wish things could stay like this forever," she whispered. Kovu nodded, though his eyes were troubled. "I do too. But if anyone finds out, don't," Kiara said softly. Not tonight. Let's just be us. They lay together quietly, their tails intertwined, feeling the peaceful world around them. A herd of zebras grazed nearby, birds chirped above, and the tall grass swayed like an ocean of green. For the first time in a long time, both of them felt safe. Kovu rested his head against hers. "Kiara, can I tell you something?" She looked at him curiously. "Anything," he hesitated. "Before I met you, I never thought I could feel this peace. Happiness, like I belong somewhere." Kiara's eyes softened. "You do belong with me." Kovu closed his eyes, letting the warmth of her words sink in. "I feel the same," she added. "With you, everything feels right." But peace was fragile. Hidden among the tall grass, unseen eyes were watching. A pair of outsider lionesses crouched low, whispering sharply. "Look at them," one hissed. "Kovu, meeting with the princess. Zira must hear about this," the other replied, retreating silently into the shadows. Skill. Unaware of the danger moving closer, Kiara and Kovu continued their quiet moment. Kiara nudged him playfully. "Race you to the river," Kovu grinned. "You're on." They dashed through the grass, laughing as the warm wind brushed against them. Kiara splashed into the shallow river first. "Ha, I won." Kovu shook water from his mane. "I let you win," he teased. She shoved him gently. "Sure you did." They settled beside the riverbank, watching the water ripple under the fading light. Kovu dipped his paw into the water thoughtfully. "Kiara, what do you think your father would say if he knew about us?" Kiara sighed. "I don't know. He just wants to protect me. But he doesn't understand you the way I do." Kovu stared at his reflection. "And Zira, she'll never accept this. She raised me to hate your pride." Kiara leaned against him. "But you're not who she raised you to be. You're kind, brave, and your heart is your own." Kovu breathed out slowly. "I hope you're right." The wind picked up, slightly, carrying distant murmurs, whispers spreading through both prides. "Did you hear? Kiara has been slipping away at sunset. Kovu is disappearing too. Something's happening in the tall grass."